Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel for my wax empties. So if you saw my very late that I forgot to post video, that was my scent picks for the month of September. You know that my theme was carnival, beachy, bonfire, etc. I want to make this as quick as possible, but I really did a number. If you guys remember how big that melting basket was, I melted through, I would say like 90% of it. Like there's very few little scragglers left in there, so there's a lot here to get through. So let's just start with the bags. Sassy Girl Aroma Sawdust Days. This was great. Caramel apple, cotton candy, salted brown sugar, vanilla. Not my favorite of the carnival blends because that brown sugar just made it a little too sweet for me. I like my carnival scents to really be mostly apple, mostly caramel apple, but not like too sweet the way that this one was, and maybe it was the vanilla in here too. It just kind of like threw the balance off a little bit too much for me, maybe made it a little sickeningly sweet. So it would not be a repurchase for me, but I did enjoy it while I had it. I just wouldn't repurchase it if that makes sense, but I didn't hate it. I'm finishing up this wallflower and funnel cake. This is actually on in my kitchen right now, and this is super strong. Every time I come in the kitchen with this wallflower on, I think I left the oven on, or I'm like, is someone baking something? Like, this smells amazing. It's so strong. It's so creamy. It's really just, it is like, it's not like buttery. It's like creamy, bakery, just goodness. And yeah, it just smells amazing in here. Next is Carnival Time Southbound Soap. This may be one of my new all-time favorite carnival scents. It is crazy strong. A little goes a long way, and this took a long time for me to finish because these are those sunburst scents, and I was cutting them in half. This did the best in my Michaels 24-watt hot plate. It did okay in the 24-watt mainstays, but honestly, it was like a 10 out of 10 in the Michaels, and then like a 7 out of 10 in the mainstays, and like a 4 out of 10 in the Glade 20-watt warmer. But this was incredible. The blue raspberry snow cones in here just took this over the top for me. This was gourmand, this was decadent, this was sweet, tart. It was everything. I just loved it from like very first melts. Next time she comes out with these in the bakery bags, I'm gonna have to pick one up. And like you see, it's had a really nice long cure time. So I like to give my Southbound the longer the better cure time. So yeah, this was like perfect, right up there for me. Even Southbound at like 4 months is just like not strong enough for me. But when you give it this long of a cure time like this one had here, it is incredible. Like her stuff throws insanely strong. It's ridiculous how strong it gets with a nice long cure time. So when you're ordering from Southbound, do what I do. I always just buy my melts like in preparation, knowing this is going to be for either next year or like 6 to 9 months from now. Like I always buy way in advance so I can get that nice long cure time. And then I just get a phenomenally great strong throw. Vintage Chic Scents Nucky's Boardwalk. Now I have 2 of these. I would like to just show them to you together so I don't like go through it again later. So Nucky's Boardwalk. I had this that a friend sent me chopped up from a loaf. And then I have this that was the Medallion 3-pack. These are both around the same time, well over a year old. Cotton candy, caramel apple, funnel cake, circus concession. So like everyone says, oh, Vintage Chic, you know, give it a year, give it a nice long cure time. It's still not worth it to me. It's just not worth it. I'm glad I've tried it. There are some scents that do well, but at the end of the day, you have something like Southbound, right? Which gets a crazy long cure time. And listen, I'm not one of those people who puts their nose up to a long cure time. I have plenty of wax. I have enough patience. Like long cure time does not bother me. However, if I'm gonna let something cure for that long, the payoff needs to be worth it. The payoff needs to be Southbound level. Like her stuff throws crazy with that long cure time. Vintage Chic, something over a year, and I'm still getting a 5 out of 10 on a throw, if even, because I will tell you, for the most part, I still can't smell this shit. It's like, why even bother? Like, that long cure time isn't even worth it. In order for me to smell this one, I had to use 3 warmers. 3 warmers in one room, and I still got, this was maybe like a 4 out of 10. Sometimes, depending on the airflow in my house, like, I don't know, I guess if the wind was blowing a certain direction, I could smell this, but that was rare. Like, I had a lot of this stuff and I couldn't get a throw. The best place I got a throw from it was my upstairs landing in the 24 watt mainstays warmer, because I could actually smell that when I walked past. But still, it was only maybe like a 5 out of 10 up there. So like I said, for letting things cure for a year and you still get nothing, to me, it's just not worth it. And that's why I don't purchase from Vintage Chic anymore. It just doesn't work in my house. Some people love her stuff. Some people swear by them. I'm just not one of those people. Next is Sassy Girl Aroma Pink Sugar Vanilla Sandalwood. Now, I love sandalwood and I love pink sugar, but sandalwood has to be done right. I don't like sandalwood just on its own. It has to be blended, and there's certain ways to blend it for it to be really enjoyable, and this was not it. So I got no pink sugar from this. I barely even got the vanilla. I just got a very almost like artificial sandalwood, and I just didn't like it. It almost smelled burnt, so I would not repurchase that one. Sounded promising, just was not good. This was amazing though. Pink Sugar Chiffon Gain Soft Blankets. This was absolutely amazing. This is a fresh, girly laundry scent. Phenomenal throw, nice and strong. Love this one, would repurchase. But you have to like laundry. If you're not a laundry fan, you would hate that. Sweet Treats Wax, Dirty Dancing, which is shaving cream, lemon curd, and pink chiffon. I wasn't crazy about this scent, like just scent appeal, because all I got was the lemon curd. I really didn't get the pink chiffon or the shaving cream. But either way, I could not smell this. Sweet Treats does best for me in the Glade 20 watt warmer, but I do need to use 2 warmers in order to get a throw. And even with the 2 warmers, this stuff only throws maybe like, this one, 2 warmers in my kitchen was like a 5 or a 6 out of 10. But still, I wouldn't repurchase. It's just not strong enough for me. State Fair from Vintage Chic. So same thing. I loved this one on cold. I really did. Oh, this was poured 628, but I got it on 728. I don't know why I dated it when I got it last year, but whatever. Cold throw. Vintage Chic Strawberry is like one of the best things I've ever smelled. State Fair is one of my favorite scents ever. This just did not throw for me. Even doing 2 warmers in one room, it just wasn't worth it. This is funnel cake, powdered sugar, and strawberry. However, she does have a scent called, I forgot what it's called. But it's like the same as State Fair. Oh, Sunday Shop. And it's strawberries and waffle cone. It smells to me slightly different on cold, but identical on warm. The only difference is Sunday Shop throws phenomenally well. So this is what I mean with Vintage Chic, and this is really why I don't purchase from her. So you have these scents like Nuckies and this one that are just not a good enough throw for me, but then you have something like Sunday Shop, which throws amazing. However, Kirby's a really smart businesswoman, and the way she does her restocks, like, she doesn't always have every scent there. So if there's certain scents that you love, like let's say she has Sunday Shop, but she only has it in like this size bag, which is $10, and then her shipping is $10, and there's nothing else I want because the rest of her stuff doesn't throw for me. I'm not gonna spend $20 and get one $10 bag just to let it cure for a year. You know what I mean? So it sucks. I love her stuff, and like I do check her restocks every month, and if there's enough things that I love that have performed well for me, I'll go for it, I'll get it. But if there's only like one thing that I love and I have to pay that shipping for one thing, it's not happening. Anyway, let's do these guys. So Zape Cider Lane. So I got this in December of last year, but this was definitely just sitting in her shop from the fall, because she wasn't pouring this in December, and this was just always available. I think I got this, like it wasn't even a restock day. This was like one of my first Zape orders. So this was a leftover from fall, so this is definitely around a year old. And I was just watching Things I Love 86 Empties, and she was talking about her Zape from last fall and how it's just not that strong, and she doesn't think her wax lasts a year. And I have to say, I completely agree with her. It's actually why I started melting this one, because as I was watching her video, I was like, oh shit, I have a clamshell from last year. This is the only Zape that I have from a year ago, I think. Anyway, so I was like, let me melt it and see how it does for me. So I did 1 cube in a 24 watt Glade, and I got like a 1 out of 10 throw. So I was like, fuck. And then I put 2 cubes in the Glade warmer. I put 1 cube in the mainstays in a smaller room, I think in my bedroom. And then I put the 2 in a Glade in the laundry room. I have a 2 in a Glade right now in the kitchen, and I'm just getting nothing. However, I didn't try this in the Michaels warmer, but I doubt it would have been that drastically different. But Zape does do best in the Michaels 24 watt warmer for me. If I want Zape to be like a nice, solid, super strong throw, I'll do in the same room a Michaels warmer and a Glade 24 watt warmer. But yeah, this was definitely, there was like nothing left to this. So yeah, I have some Zape. I think I have like 1 thing left over from the summer that I'm gonna have to put on like soon, because I thought, oh, I'll just, you know, keep some of this for next summer. But now I know it's not gonna last till next summer, so I gotta use it up now. So yeah, but her ciderling was really good. I just wish it was stronger. 6 Flax from Super Tarts. This smells almost identical to the funnel cake Bath & Body Works wallflower. So if you've smelt the wallflower, you know what this smells like. It's pretty much exactly the same. This is sugar dusted funnel cakes and fluffy cotton candy. Just a sweet, creamy bakery scent. This is so good. Definitely would repurchase. The only thing is it's best in a smaller room. It is not super duper strong, but I just had 1 little cube left from last year, so I just did 1 cube in a Mainstays 24 watt warmer. Maybe had I done 2 cubes in a Michaels 24 watt warmer, it would have performed better, but I don't know. But I would repurchase it to try it because the scent was just so good. Couple of scent shots. So the Fakery Bakery Wax Mango Milk, and this is from May. I'm gonna let this cure a little bit longer because I did have 1 other Fakery Bakery, and it was a way longer cure time, but I did melt it in the guest house, not in here. But I remember it being like a 10 out of 10 on throw. So I'm gonna let this cure a little bit longer, even though it's already had quite a few months. I'll let it cure a little longer and we'll see. But I did cut this in half down the middle, and I did 2 warmers with the same scent in it, and I got like a 3 or 4 out of 10 throw. But we'll see. We'll give it a little more time. Candy Panda Freak in the Sheets. This is absolute heaven. This is Love Spell type and laundry. I love Love Spell and laundry together. This is so good. I just had this on the other day while my friend was over, and it was amazing. I had cut like a little piece off of this that I used back in the pool house, and it did phenomenal in there. It wasn't as strong in here as it was in there, but I did put this on my like 2-level open high ceiling front entry. But I could still smell it. It was still about 6.5, maybe even a 7 out of 10. So it still did pretty awesome. I would totally repurchase this. I wish I could just get like a bucket of this because it smells phenomenal. And I could have everything in my life smell like this. Freak in the Sheets is amazing. If you're a laundry lover, laundry and Love Spell are just perfect together. BZ Tart Circus Concession. This was a good scent. I got a great throw from this. You guys know I typically do not get good throw from BZ's. I got an excellent throw from this. This was about a 9 or 10 out of 10 for me. So super impressed with the performance, just not impressed with the scent appeal. This was pink sugar. I don't know what else is in here, but to me, this just smells like straight up pink sugar, and it's not even the best pink sugar. It just smells like maybe like burnt sugar and pink sugar. Like burnt sugar, burnt caramel, and pink sugar. It's like a really deep pink sugar. Not my favorite pink sugar dupe. I was expecting like a nice circus scent, and I put this on, and I was just like, is this pink sugar? Huh? Like I even texted Liz, and I was like, does BC's have pink sugar in this? Like, what am I smelling right now? My nose is so confused. So maybe if I knew it was just pink sugar and I blended it with other pink sugar scents, I would have enjoyed this. But I had this going with like Summer Boardwalk, other carnival scents, and like I think I had like the Farm Stand Apple Bath & Body Works candle, and it was like a night that I was just really craving apple scents. And then I put this on, and it was crazy strong, and I smelt this more than anything else I had going in my house. And I just kind of got annoyed because I was like, I didn't want to smell pink sugar. I wanted to smell apple. Like, do you know what I mean? So the scent was good, but in the context that I melted in, I was like, fuck. So yeah, I'm not going to purchase from I would say for the scent alone, I would probably repurchase this. I just wouldn't melt it in September like with my carnival scents because I like my carnival scents to be apple. I would melt this like with pink sugar, with citrus, with orange, like in the summertime or the spring. But it's kind of a moot point because I won't purchase from BZ since this is like one of the only ones that actually threw for me. On to the bag. Oh my God, I'm totally getting sick. My lips are so chapped. My throat is killing me. I'm just a mess. Rose Girls Macintosh Noel. This was really good. This just smelled like nice, fresh, crisp apple. This did amazing with all the carnival scents I had going this month. White Zombie Vintage Chic. This was Mac Apple Whipped Cream and Birthday Cake. This was good. This was really good. This VCS actually threw strong. This was about a 7 out of 10. Again, 3 warmers, 1 room. When I say 3 warmers, this was the leaf shape. I cut it into thirds. The biggest piece went into my Michaels 24-watt warmer. The second biggest piece went into my Mainstays 24-watt warmer. And the smallest piece went into a tea light warmer. So, I mean, that's kind of annoying. I hate having to do 3 warmers in 1 room. It's kind of obnoxious, but whatever. This was phenomenal. Sorry, you're gonna hear beeping the rest of the video because my laundry just went off. And I wanna finish this video, so. Blueberry, Mac Apple, vanilla ice cream, and whipped cream. You mostly got the Mac Apple sweetened up with that blueberry. This was amazing. This was like an 11 out of 10 on throw. This was ridiculously strong. Like this scent was stupid strong. I absolutely love this one. It did great in my kitchen, my family room, and upstairs. Like I had it all over. Oh, a honeybee. And this was just like awesome. Sorry guys, I just saw a honeybee fly by and I never see them. We always have wasps. Oh, there he is. He's going out to the woods. We always just have wasps. So, I mean, if I'm outside, I'll probably still scream. But honeybees look so different flying. They're like brown and fluffy and like so much cuter. And yeah, I'm glad we actually have some honeybees back here and not just wasps. I just found out that our neighbor actually has, they're beekeepers. They have like honeybee stuff in their backyard. So every time I see a honeybee, I always wonder if it's one of their guys. Anyway, American Pie, Blueberry, amazing, amazing. Like 11 out of 10, 100% would repurchase. Like if she poured this in a loaf, I would buy this in a loaf. It was that good. I absolutely love this one. Still with Zape. This was from her Love My Beaches sampler, which was phenomenal. I love this sampler. I would repurchase the entire sampler. If she pours it again next year, I'm getting it next year. Toes in the Sand, coconut, sweet vanilla, beach vibes. Toes in the Sand is phenomenal, phenomenal. I absolutely love this scent. She does make it in her body care. I would wear it as a perfume. It is just too good. It's too good and crazy strong. So all of her from the beach sampler, these were in little scent shot cups. I just rebagged them. But for every single one of them, I cut it in half right down the middle. I put 1/2 in my Michaels 24-watt, 1/2 in the Mainstays 24-watt, and I usually just use this in my family room, and they were everything from this particular sampler, threw at a 10 out of 10. Filled up the entire family room. Oh, God. I'm sorry, puppies, every time. And look, I have the soap dish on the table. It's not even like resting on the candle like it usually does. Again, I'm a mess. So this is Beach Bound, and this is definitely my hands down #1 favorite from the sampler. And I think, again, I have a Beach Bound bag in here. Yeah. So Beach Bound, I mean, these both threw the same, even though there is a month difference of cure time. These threw exactly the same, both of them, 10 out of 10. Smells just like the Bath & Body Works Suntan Candle, which you know is one of my favorites. Maybe even a little bit better than the candle. Yep, I'm gonna throw that out there. Maybe even a little bit better. This is amazing. I love Beach Bound. 100% will be a repurchase for me next summer. I will be hoarding up on it. Another one from Zape, Monster Munch. This is one that I did with the carnival scents. This is just, is it caramel popcorn or salted popcorn? But this is just popcorn. But once I put it on, once it melted, it just smelled like butter. It smelled like, have you ever melted butter in the microwave? That's what this smelled like. It smelled like microwave butter, and I actually had to dump it out and pour it out. I just can't do the buttery scents. It just wasn't for me. My husband actually liked that one though, but I was like, sorry, I'm turning it off. This is amazing. It's also got a really long cure time. Wilma's is another one. The longer it cures, the better it does. Her cotton candy is phenomenal. Her cotton candy is so good. Authentic cotton candy smell, insanely strong. Oh, another honeybee. It was awesome. Oh my God, what are these little honeybees doing? So this was awesome. Super, super, super duper strong. Did it in my kitchen. 24 watt mainstays warmer. Amazing. Sassy Girl Aroma, Red Delicious, Pink Sugar, Vanilla Bean Noel. I didn't get Pink Sugar or Vanilla Bean Noel. That's just not like a Red Delicious apple, but it was good because I like apple scents. Game Over from Rose Girls. 100% repurchase for me. I will be getting this for next summer. Satsuma Strawberry Raspberry Hurricane Daiquiri and Ice Cream. This is amazing. My in-laws love this. I had it on one day when they were over using the pool, and they were both like, whoa, it smells so good in here. And it was this one. I just loved it. Another one that I did put on when I had company over. Everyone who came over while that was melting raved about how good it smelled in here. So that's a great company scent. The Posh Olive Overload. This is the one that was like marshmallow pretzel or something. And to me, it wasn't too heavy on the pretzel. It was just a really great bakery scent. Posh Olive only performs in my 20 watt Glade warmer and only does well in my laundry room. But this scent was delicious. Glitterati Hawaiian Splash. This was a little BO-ish to me. Did not care for this one. And again, Glitterati just does not throw well in my house. I get like, I'm telling you, like a 4 or 5 out of 10. It just does not do it for me in this house. Hayden Row Campfire, phenomenal. Love this one. Pure Campfire Smoke. What did I blend with this one? I might have done this with the Wilma's Cotton Candy. I'm not 100% sure, but I did blend it with something and I loved it. Amazing, would repurchase. Spun Sugar and Apples from Lasting Scent Candles. This only does well in a 20 watt Glade warmer, but this one was not as strong as that Roasted Strawberries that I loved. Fresh Cucumber and Pink Sugar from Rose Girls. Did not care for this one. Liked it enough to melt it, but it was a little too heavy on the cucumber. I would not repurchase. But the throw was great on that one. It did have a fairly strong throw. I think it was like a 7, 8 out of 10. Couple more. We already went over this Toes in the Sand. Zape, loved it. Great throw. Awesome performer. Just beautiful. Macintosh Madness Fluff Puffs. I think this is apple and marshmallow, but it just smelled like apple. It was okay. This I got 0 scent from, so maybe her wax also doesn't last past a year. Blackberry Jam Butter Cookie. I remember in the pool house back in the winter, I had a Rockets candle melt that was like almost too strong. I had to cut it really, really tiny. It was almost too strong to melt, whereas this was nothing, so maybe it just doesn't last. Loretta's Haunted Plantation House Pumpkin Coconut Cookie Bars. This had 0 scent throw for me. That's vintage chic scents, so no surprise. Pink Strawberry Buttercream Scoopable Tart Wax. This was phenomenal. Amazing. So this was the hard wax ice cream scoop, and this threw like a 10 out of 10. I do have her scoopables upstairs. I don't know how long I need to cure them, but her scoopables are not doing well for me so far. I'm getting a really, really light throw, and I've heard that there is a difference between her hard paraffin wax like ice cream scoops and the soft wax scoopables. So I really hope the scoopables get a little stronger as they cure. They smell so good on cold. Unfortunately, I'm not getting a throw. I want them to throw at the strength of this guy. Grandma's Pearls Vintage Chic. This is great in the bedroom, which is the only place I melt it. Lavender, marshmallow, vanilla. Really strong on the marshmallow once it's melting. Really nice lavender in there. Phenomenal bedroom scent. I love it. Love Grandma's Pearls. Jackie O from Vintage Chic. Got a 0 throw on that. Another Vintage Chic. The Blob. Pomegranate, blackberry, marshmallow. Got a 0 throw on that. And these are all, like, these guys were in multiple warmers in one room. Anything lavender is one warmer, 24 watt mainstays warmer in the bedroom closed door. But bedroom closed door, anything is gonna do good in there. Cider Lane type Sassy Girl Aroma. I hated her Cider Lane. Did not like it at all, but was not the strongest throw, so that's fine. Destination Wax. I don't remember this one. Destination Wax Vanilla Anise. This one was really good. This is a great, complex, beautiful, perfumey fragrance. Had this in the 24 watt mainstays warmer upstairs. Did great, but only lasted a little under 2 hours. But for those 2 hours, smells awesome. And was fairly strong. I would say like a 6.5 out of 10. Super Tarts Bridget Jones. This is the one that's like, I think apple cider beer or something. Smelled really great on cold, but did not do that well for me. It was not that strong. Lovesick Blues Blueberry Cheesecake Ice Cream Scoop Bread. I really like this one. This was strong. This was about a 7, 7.5 out of 10. My husband hated this one and he made me turn it off. Sassy Girl Aroma Strawberry Milkshake Whipped Cream Wedding Cake. I don't remember this one. Malibu Barbie from Zape. This one was fantastic. Coconut Pineapple Pink Sugar. This is the only one I have left from the Love My Beaches sampler, and I think I'm going to put that on today because I was going to save that for next spring or summer, but now that I know her stuff does not last the year, I'm going to enjoy it while it's still good, because this is a beautiful scent, and I would be really upset if I went to melt it next year and it didn't have a throw because it's such a great scent and I want to enjoy it. So that is it. That is all of my empties for the month of September. There's a lot in here, but thank you guys so much for watching. I'd say 25 minutes isn't too bad. Sorry about dropping the phone, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.